if I was 18 again, these are some things I would do to, better my life. And this doesn't have to just be tied to an 18-year-old. This can be tied to, honestly, just anybody that's struggling with trying to figure out what it is they want to do in life, or, just what your next move is. So I just want to give you guys some things that I would definitely probably do differently. If I could go back in time and be 18 or even 21 again, because man, if I just had someone to show me the way and teach me things that maybe I didn't necessarily know about, or give me some game, I think things could have turned out better for me. Now, that's not to say that my life right now isn't good. It's okay. I don't have any. Obviously, I'm gonna have complaints. No matter how successful you are, you're always gonna have something to complain about, right? Now, is that complaint important? Probably not. But regardless, I feel like you know you're going to have something to complain about, or just have something to say about your life. And that's normal. So don't beat yourself up about that, because it's normal to feel that way. Right. So I pretty much just want to show you or tell you things that I would definitely have done differently if I could start all over. And the first thing with that is credit, man. Credit is like probably the most important thing um, that I highly suggest you pay attention to and get started on, okay? Because without your credit, once you get older, there's not really too much you can do without having some solid credit. So definitely want to work on getting that situated. And the best thing that I could suggest for you is getting like a secure credit card, because you will be surprised how fast you can build your credit up with just a $200 secure credit card. You don't need a crazy balance. And if you're not familiar with what a secure credit card is, it's pretty much you depositing your own money, and some people will match. For example, Capital One will match what you put in. So if you deposit $100, they'll give you another $100, so you have a total of $200 as your balance, or your whatever your balance. Let's just say balance, and that's what you can use to build your credit up. Now, I don't suggest using the entire 200. Just you want to just use at least 10% of that, which 10% of that would be $20. So if you have a $200 balance, just use about $20. Get some gas. Use it to maybe pay for one of your subscriptions monthly, and just make sure you're paying it off by your statement due date. All right. Now, if you don't know how to see when your statement due date is, once you get your first statement, you'll see the actual date of how the months that it goes from. So, for example, December 29th through January 28th, right? That's usually what a full statement looks like, a full 30-day cycle statement. So that's what you're going to want to look at. That's when you're going to want to pay that bill. Pay that bill on the end of your cycle day. Okay, that's what I suggest for that. And that's really it for credit. I think credit is really simple. I think we just make it hard and make it difficult, and that's why it seems like it's something tough. But to be honest, man, credit is probably one of the easiest things to build up, especially if you don't have anything in your name, or you don't have any credit at all. All right. So that's number one. That's the one thing I would definitely do differently. If someone would have told me to focus on that, I would probably be, sitting all right now. I'm not complaining. I know what I need to do to be better at that. So trust me, there's no complaints on that part. Also, getting a job, right? Like, a lot of people say they don't have any money, and realistically, everybody's not going to be able to just make it off of doing YouTube, or just doing the bare minimum, right? We have to get out of that shell of thinking we're too good to have a job, because at the end of the day, I can tell you one thing: my job is what got me a lot of the things that I have right now. I was able to buy a Tesla by having a job. I was able to buy my house by having a job. There's so many things that I was able to accomplish by just having a job. And that's the one thing I don't want to take for granted. And I don't want people to take for granted either, because it's almost like for sure money, right? It doesn't matter what your job is. Just start somewhere, right? You don't have to be making the highest amount of money, especially when you're young. You're just trying to build some experience and get your foot into the door. So that's what I suggest my young people do. Like, go get a job. It's fine. Stop trying to look cool. Stop trying to impress people and think that you need to prove to people that you don't need a job because whatever your reason is. Like, no, you're not that cool. I promise you. Go get a job. You're going to look better by having a job. You're going to look more like an adult by having a job. And even if you're in college, that's not an excuse for why you can't get a job. You can still go get a job, okay? So, like, that's, I think, is a no-brainer. I mean, if you want to make money, just go get a job. That's simple. Another tip that I have for you guys, get out of your mom's or your parents' house. And I understand that it might not be easy in the beginning. It might be something that you have to figure out. That's probably the hardest thing to do. But if you set a goal for that and you get out there and get a job, I promise you, getting out of your parents' home will not be that hard. And I say this because I feel like you're only going to grow up if you get out of your parents' house and you learn how to live on your own. You're not going to continue to grow up, or you're not going to grow up if you just continue to stay with your parents even after the age of 21. Like, I just don't see how you can develop and become your own person. Now, yes, there are people that are in college and it just makes more sense for them to stay at their parents' house because the college they go to is in the same town as them, or whatever the case may be. But even then, like, if I was in college and I was staying with my parents, I would probably be paying some type of bills or something just to start that process of understanding responsibilities. Because a lot of you young people don't understand that responsibilities is a real thing and everything isn't free. Like, life isn't free. You start to realize once you're about 25 that, like, life isn't free. Like, you have to pay for things. You have to buy things. And when I was young, I had my first job when I was 15. I was doing any and everything I could to make some money. And I'm telling you guys, I don't come from a rich family. I don't have rich parents. I don't have, just money falling out the ass. Like, I never had that. I had to earn everything that I have. I was wearing my best friend's shoes. I was borrowing his shoes, wearing his clothes, because he was more, not saying successful, but his parents had a little bit more than me. So, I was borrowing clothes. I was borrowing shoes, trying to look cool. Like, I didn't have my own, but I went and got me a job. I did that at 15, right? So you can do it. Stop making excuses. Stop acting like you can't get out there and get out of your parents' home and get on your own and try to figure out life by yourself. Because once you do, I'm telling you, you feel so great and you feel like you've actually accomplished something. So don't be afraid to get out on your own. Yes, get some help, seek help with with your parents or whoever you're living with, but also don't just be comfortable with doing nothing and doing the bare minimum. Stop buying stuff. Like, literally, these materialistic things that we feel like we need. And I promise you guys, I am a sucker for this too. I always feel like I need the newest J's. I always feel like I need the newest clothes. And I always feel like I just need the newest everything. I'm always eating out. Like, stop doing those things. I promise you, if you shift your mindset into investing your money instead of spending it on just trying to look cool for people, like, you will go a long way in life. I promise you that. And these people don't care about you like that. They only want to see you fall. If they care about you, then they don't care about what you have on. They don't care about the things that you buy. They just care about you as a person. So stop trying to impress people. Stop feeling like you need certain people in your life that are bringing you down maybe. Like, continue to grow, be better, set weekly goals for yourself, so that you can accomplish things. And I mean mini goals. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Set a weekly goal every week to at least get something accomplished. Because at the age of 33, I've learned so much during this time, and I didn't have someone to teach me the way. To be honest, most of the stuff I've learned was on YouTube. Like, I didn't learn it from, my dad or anything specific. I literally learned, or my parents, because my parents didn't have much, and I'm not expecting them to be able to show me the way if they weren't even taught the way. So I'm trying to be that person for you guys, or a place where you guys could come to and just get some positive information, or just get positive vibes in general, and learn from the mistakes that I made when I was young. Okay. Now I know you guys are like, Unc, shut up. You just Unc and you don't whatever, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, you can call me Unc. You can say all these old jokes all you want. I'm perfectly fine with being Unc. I'm perfectly fine with being the old guy. I love it. I embrace it. So thank you. Call me Unc, Scoof, whatever you want to call me. But I'm telling you guys right now, I am happy with a lot of the things that I've succeeded with and that I've accomplished at the age of 33 without having completing school. I didn't get my high school diploma. I didn't go to college. Like, a lot of the things that I've accomplished was because I had the mentality and I had the hustle and the drive to go get what I wanted. And that's why I am here today, trying to express to you guys, don't think you can't accomplish things. Don't think you can't do these things, because to be honest, I never would have thought I'd have my own house, and now I do, and it's an amazing feeling. I own a piece of land, right? When I die, if I was to never sell this home, my kids will have a house that they can live in, and that's theirs. So that makes me feel so great. And now my focus is setting them up for their future. All right. So don't feel like you can't accomplish those goals. Don't feel like you can't get that house. Don't even feel like you can't get that dream car. Even though I don't suggest trying to buy a crazy car, get you a used car. Stop trying to look cool for the people and all that, especially if you don't have any money and you're young. Get you a cheap little $1,000, $5,000 car that runs all right, gets you to A and B, and that's all you need. You don't need all this crazy stuff people make you feel like you need. Sorry, guys, my phone died. So, pretty much where I left off at is, stop letting people make you feel like you need the best things possible to get the job done. And what I was saying before is, you don't need the latest, newest car. You don't need the latest, newest iPhone. You don't need the latest, newest sneakers. Like, literally, try to set yourself up for success. And yes, you are going to fail. You are going to do things, and, everything isn't going to go as planned, but try to take those L's and turn them into lessons, right? Like, that's what I've been trying to do. And I'm telling you guys, when I tell you I've been through so much stuff where I'm just feeling like I'm failing all the time, even to this day, I feel like that all the time, right? I feel like I'm doing something right, and then boom, somebody or something makes me feel like I just completely failed, or I'm just doing things wrong. And it's not a good feeling. So I'm telling you guys, take this from me. It's okay. Everything's going to be fine. You got to try to stay as positive as possible. And I think that's probably the hardest part, especially when things aren't going the way that you want them to go, right? So keep a positive attitude. I think that's probably what's been helping me the most, is because I am a happy person and a funny person. And just being able to stay positive has been helping me just get through the depression part and just the overall hard task I feel like I can't complete. One thing I will also say is, try to create a routine doing things that you like to do, whether that's work out or cleaning up the house or whatever it might be. Try to stick to a routine that works for you, even if it takes you getting up an hour early than normal and getting that stuff done. Just get it done. Like, wake up, get up early, feel good. I always wake up with excitement. Now lately, it's been a little rough, I'll be honest, right? Because I'm only human. But for the most part, usually when I wake up, I'm ready to go. I'm excited that I was able to just wake up that day, because we got to be blessed for that. And just take things day by day, right? Set goals for yourself. Like I said, weekly goals. Don't be afraid to jump out there and do things that you're not comfortable with. Find ways to bring you some income, please. Like, I'm telling you, that's going to be your only way you're going to succeed. And you never know, you might end up doing something that you thought you'd never do, for some money, right? And I don't mean anything bad or negative, so chill. But I mean, like, you might start doing Amazon and figure out, you know what, I might be a good courier driver. I can deliver packages from Illinois to California, whatever it might be. So definitely don't be afraid to take a leap of faith into something you've never done before. I'm telling you guys, experiences are the best thing, the best teacher ever. That stuff can take you really far. So don't be afraid to take on some new experiences. I promise. It's really helpful, especially when you don't have any experience doing anything anyway, because you're either fresh out of high school or you're just in college or you maybe even completing college, right? Like you don't have the experience doing these things anyway. So get that experience while you can. So that's one thing I will say definitely do is get your experience doing multiple different things. Have a hustle mentality. Have a mentality that you're going to strive no matter what you're doing and you're going to get things done. Um, I think that especially with like the black community, we care too much about materialistic things and we have to completely cut that out. Like we just have to, because we're not going to be able to succeed if we just keep caring about having the latest Jordans, instead of caring about our finances. And I promise you, I'm not the best right now in my finances. I'm trying to be better. I've gotten a lot better, but it's a learning thing, right? And that's why I want to take you guys on this journey so we can do it together and we can all look back for a year from now and say, man, look how far we've come, right? So let's hold each other accountable. Don't be afraid to hold each other accountable. Level yourself up. Be around people that want to see you succeed. Join new groups of strangers that will teach you the way, right? Stop joining these, better yet, not even going to say joining. Stop getting around these people that don't have anything going for themselves. Literally, that's what's bringing you back, and that's what's holding you back. And I know it sucks. Sometimes you have to cut off family. Sometimes you have to cut off friends. But honestly, I feel like if you really want to be successful, that's the only way you're going to get there is by cutting out all those things that aren't helping you get to your goal. All right. Now, sure, if those people are helping you, keep them around, praise them, help them, but don't keep people around you that's not going to help you get to that next level, because it's only bringing you down. Whether it be your girlfriend, whether it be your mom, whether it be, your best friend that you've known for 10, 15 years, like cut them off. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but literally cut them off. I'm not saying to just stop talking to them, but like go ghost, focus on yourself, focus on things that you want to accomplish. And I guarantee you guys, you will get it done. All right. I'm talking to my young people out there because I don't want you guys to reach 30 and be like, man, I wish I would have did this. Man, I wish I would have did that, because I do that myself a lot. And yes, I still have time, but at the end of the day, my time is going a lot faster, right? When you're younger, time seems like it takes forever. When you get older, time seems like it's going by fast. So take this from me, guys. Start right now. Don't procrastinate. Stop coming up with these excuses for why you can't do this. Just do it. Like literally, I know you guys probably are tired of me saying the same old thing over and over, but that's what our problem is procrastination. We don't want to take any accountability for anything that we do wrong. And we also don't want to take that leap of faith and jumping into something that we don't really know if we can do or not. One thing too, this is random, like completely random, but I started learning how to cook. Like I love cooking and I would have never thought I would like cooking ever, but it is something that's so fun to me. I like creating new meals and doing stuff like that. So maybe I'll do a little cooking channel for you guys, just showing you guys a couple little meals and things I've cooked up. But I did take that and start doing that with my daughter. So we just recently bought like a cake pop kit from Amazon, and we're gonna make some cake pops from scratch and just show you guys how to do that. But take up things that you would never have thought you'd want to do and just try it. Like look up some YouTube videos. Most of the stuff I learned how to do, like I said before, is via YouTube. You can learn so much. You don't even need to really go to school anymore. And that's what's crazy, is because you can learn everything online. So get online, start looking at things that you're interested in, or things you're willing to try, and get out there. You know what, also too, Ask people when you see someone come in to whether if you have a job, if someone comes into your job and you see that they're doing something that you like, ask them questions about it. Don't be afraid to get involved and socialize with people to help you advance in your career path. Being able to socialize, being able to network, those things are going to get you really far. And you're going to have those people as connections later in life if you ever need them for anything. And those are the type of people you want to be around. Those are the type of people you want to stay connected with. So continue to do that. Keep positive people in your life. Care about your finances early. If you start early caring about your finances, by the time you're my age, I promise you, if you're not a millionaire, you'll be a half millionaire. I know all this sounds really boring and really annoying right now, but I promise you, I'm just here to motivate you guys and give you something to listen to, whether you're driving, whether you're, working a long shift, or whether you're in school. And if you can have your AirPod in and you want something positive to listen to, that's pretty much why I'm starting to do these type of videos, because I do want to give you guys some positive feedback and give you guys a different way to look at things. And this is coming from a person that's learning himself. So like I said, we are learning together, and I want to help as many people as I can, and absolutely free, right? I'm not asking for any money. The only thing I'm asking for is you guys subscribe to the channel and of course like the video, right? So that's it. That's all I ask. And leave some comments down below, positive comments, maybe tell me some things you're interested in. If you have some questions about, I might be able to help you with those things. I'm a great motivator. I am a great salesman, and I'm a great customer service person. I can sell anything. I can speak to anyone. I don't fear that. Yeah. So if there's anything I can help you with, please ask in the comment box down below. It don't matter what it is. All right. If I know, I'll definitely give you an answer. If I don't know, then I'll still answer you and tell you I don't know. All right. I don't mind not knowing everything. I'm perfectly fine with that. And that leads into my last thing that I'm going to say is, don't act like you know everything, okay? Because you don't. First of all, not even the smartest person in the world knows everything. So stop acting like you know everything. Take notes, listen to people that have been through these bad experiences or these experiences before, and learn from them. Is exactly why I'm making this video. Learn from my mistakes, learn from your parents' mistakes, learn from your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, learn from everybody's mistakes, so that way you can create your own path and avoid a lot of those mistakes, right? Now, are you going to run into your own issues? Of course. But what's going to happen? You're going to learn from that issue, and hopefully you get better. You get better at whatever it is that you failed at, or took an L in, right? So that's all I have for you guys. I know I've been getting my yap on, but I love to talk to you guys, aka talk to myself, because if you didn't know, this is random. When you're talking to a camera, you're just talking to yourself out loud. But hey, whatever, it is what it is. Call me crazy, but I want to get this information out to you guys and just show you that there are people in this world that do just genuinely care about other people and want to really help people. And that's what I consider myself. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like this video. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. And also don't forget, we are giving away $100 once we reach 7,000 subscribers. We are less than 200 subscribers away. So just help a brother out. All right. Scoofy here, and I'm out.